Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is not financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in a lot of crypto companies and especially Hut 8. We are talking about this company today, and yeah, let's get into it. First, we look at the chart of Hut 8. We had this incredible rise here until February. Then this huge drop here. For Hut 8 it was a little bit bigger than for some other mining stocks. But we were building this bottom here. At that time here we started at NASDAQ. We had an offering there. There was also a lot of panic. And then there was a drop here. But since then we have a meteoric rise here. And yeah, people were talking about a cup and handle here. So when we were here, we said, okay, this is a handle, and then the breakout. So we reached exactly the target of this cup and handle here, this way. But what I'm now thinking, yeah, maybe we're building a bigger cup and handle. So let's say this here is the cup, and we're building this handle here, and then we can move higher. Of course, we need Bitcoin to cooperate for something like this, but that's a possibility. Also, that could mean that we are now a little bit in here for sideways action for Hut 8 after this offering. There was a lot of panic yesterday again, or not panic, but yeah, people are discussing it, and yeah, I want to share my thoughts about it. When we look at the volume here, yesterday again a big volume day. So since NASDAQ, the volume really picked up. By the way, I think it was maybe here the NASDAQ listing, and we made a drop here, I think because of the volume. Not 100% sure, maybe here or here. I think it was here. And then we made the new low here, the bottom at 321 USD. Yeah, now then we had a rise to 11. And at that time, people were also complaining about the offering. And you can see since then we are up. Since that point here, approximately, 140% or so. So not a big deal anymore, I think. But let's go into it. So on September 14th, we got this message here. Hut 8 Mining announces proposed public offering. So that was after market close. Not a lot of details in there, and so people were wondering, okay, how much is the dilution and what is going on? On the next day, we got the confirmation here. It's about 150 million US dollars. It's 17.5 million shares with a bonus or an addition of 15%, 2.6 million. So I think, it's gonna be like 20 million shares dilution here, which is approximately 16% or so. At the price of 8.55, so that was a lot lower than the price was. But we know that the institutions, they get a 20% discount. We had this with Argo and all the other companies. So that's how it is. What is very interesting is that it seems like Hut 8 has no problem to get 150 million from institutional investors. I think it will be institutional investors here from the US. So there's a lot of interest there for Hut 8 right now. And I think they're taking this advantage right now and raise capital. The company anticipates the net proceeds of the offering will be used to support the growth of its business, including to fund capital investments in digital assets mining equipment to increase mining capacity. So that looks good to me. For working capital and other general corporate purposes, and potentially for strategic partnerships, joint ventures, and acquisitions. So first of all, I think they will buy miners here. I hope they will buy miners. They have the target to go to 6 exahash in Bitcoin mining mid-2022. And maybe they form some new partnerships here or buy another company or so. Who knows? But I hope that the big part is going to be buying some miners. We had a big miner purchase 2-3 months ago here, June 30th, when they bought 12,000 new microBT miners. The good thing was that it should be deployed in Q4 2021. We know there are often delays, so maybe it's going to be next year, but yeah, let's hope it's going to be Q4. And then the Bitcoin mining capacity will be, I think it is with Ether or not. We have to figure this out, but it will be at 2.7 exahash. Here they say 2.5 exahash. The big part here is that they paid 44 million US dollars at that time. So that was 44 US dollars per terahash. Here we can see it here, $44 per terahash. So if you use 150 million US dollars to buy new miners with that price, you get 3.3 exahash or so. So that would be enough to get Hut 8 next year to 6 exahash. So 150 million is enough to buy 3 exahash of mining equipment at these prices, at approximately 44 to 50 US dollars per terahash. I hope they can get these prices right now. And people are asking, okay, I hate dilution and all these things, but I will show you something. Let's check the revenue. So with 3 exahash, where they should be approximately at the end of the year, 2.5, 2.7, 3 exahash, I don't know, or maybe in February or so. With the mining conditions right now, it would be $1 million US dollars in revenue, or 21 Bitcoins a day. In a month, that would be 626 Bitcoin at a revenue of 30 million. So this would be 360 million US dollars revenue per year. So if we increase to 6 exahash here, so that's where they can get with 150 million US dollars if they get a good deal. So you double the revenue, of course. It's 210 it's 2,010,000 US dollars here. Let's say 2 million, 42 Bitcoins a day. In a month, this is 1,252 Bitcoin. Of course, this will decrease the number because difficulty will go up. But the revenue, I don't think it has to decrease because difficulty will go up, but price should also go up. So let's say it would be the same mining conditions in terms of mining profitability in US dollars in the mid of next year. It would be 60 million USD in revenue. Which is 720 million US dollars in a year. So that means additional 360 million US dollars in revenue per year. And we know that the margins are right now very high. It could change a bit, of course, in the upcoming year. But you with 150 million US dollars, you get revenue of 360 million. And probably a gross profit of more than 150 million in 1 year, at a gross mining margin at 50%. We are right now at 70-80% or so. So in my opinion, that could be a good deal. Right now, we don't know what they're doing with the cash, but if they can buy cheap miners, I think that would be a good deal. Maybe there's some other stuff going on with an acquisition or a joint venture or whatever. But what I want to say is dilution is not always bad. It hurts in the short term, okay, but it's also a big buying opportunity. So I said in the last weeks, I'm rebalancing my portfolio. I sold some HUD, so I'm now thinking about buying back. The thing is that my other stocks I bought, they're right now not performing. Only Argo started a little bit. Bitfarms is lagging right now, and Hive Blockchain too. So I hope one of these will explode. And then I maybe can rebalance my portfolio again. So I'm okay with HUD 8 being a little bit lower right now to form this handle here, to have time to reaccumulate and then to move higher. But I'm also okay for all the investors out there if we move straight up. But I think this is unlikely right now. First, we need the news from HUD 8, what they're going to do with the cash. Maybe this will take some time here. Okay, another big part is, so they will get these 12,000 new miners until the end of the year, hopefully, and they are now getting these GPUs from NVIDIA to mine Ethereum. We don't know exactly when they will be online. I mean, on Twitter, they're all, I think QNS is always posting here some pictures of the Dell servers they need for this and the containers and so on. Yeah, they said they will be all online in Q4. I mean, Q4 is long. They should have been online in July 2021, but of course, there are delays everywhere. So I hope they will release some news soon. How much cards do they have online? Because this will add with the 1.6 tera hash here with 5 megawatts of power. This will add right now, and this is after the London hard fork. It's 2.4 BTCs per day, or 117,000 US dollars in revenue, with very low costs here at 4 cents. A great gross profit of, a gross binding margin of 95% or so. In a month, this will add revenue of 3.5 million. That means in a year, approximately 40 million. Yeah, of course, there's a risk that Ethereum will do the merger to proof of stake faster. But then they will go HPC or something like this, or mine Ethereum Classic or so. There will be always. But I think it's important to get these cards online now or very fast, because for Ethereum, it's proof of work is not going to be alive forever. So hurry up, Hut8, bring these cards online, tell us what the news, and I think this could be a very good news flows. So tell us what they're going to do with the 150 million, then bring the cards online, or maybe the other way around. And then late this year, they should get these other 10 or 12,000 Bitcoin miners. Then they should tell us about the new facility they're building in Alberta with Walidus power. So I expect a very good news flow here for Hut8. Also, what I want to say, Hut8 is listed on NASDAQ on Tier 1. It's the only miner of this, I think, global select market, so that's a big achievement. I think Tanya Woods, the general console there, things like these are very important. They're very focused to get the financials out early. So Hut8 is really could be a big institutional play, I think, because in this ESG side, with the governance and so on, and the diversity and all these things, I think this helps too. Okay, let's check I want to show you something in the financials, because people ask me, did they burn all the cash they raised before NASDAQ? I don't think so. When I go to the assets here, at the end of June, they had 93 million Canadian dollars, so approximately 75 million or so US dollars in cash. And they already had made big deposits here for the mining equipment here. You can see it here, 41.7 million Canadian dollars here for Nvidia, MicroBT, and Dell. So I think a big part, or let's say 50% of this hardware is already in deposits. Here for Validus, they have 15 million. I think they have to pay another 10 million for the new facility, where they're mining at 2.74 Canadian dollar cents per kilowatt hour, which is incredibly cheap. So below 2.5 US dollar cents per kilowatt hour. That's incredible. So I don't think they burned the cash. I think this raise here will be reinvested, or a big part of this, in new equipment or in a new facility or an acquisition or so. I don't think they need it right now for the operation. They should have enough cash right now. Yeah, you know my BMXI. On the BMX side, Hut8 is number 3 right now, after Mara and Riot, because Hut8 has a lot of hash rate, and they have a nice hodl of 4,500 bitcoins, or it should be more right now. We know that on the BMXI side here, which indicates which one is a little bit more undervalued, these 4 here are more or less on the same level. But Hut8 dropped recently because of the nice price surge. Of course, the dilution right now is it's equal, because the price dropped, the dilution is 16% and the price dropped 16%. So no change here in the BMXI. That's very interesting. So the market is here very efficient right now. Yes, so let's move on. Um, also, Hut 8 announced that they will be a microBT repair center for Canada. I think Bitfarms is already one of these centers there at Hut 8 2. I think that will give us a little bit more support there. I think that's good. Yeah, and when you look to the website of Hut 8, I really like this new style. I think this is important, and I think it's a little bit more, feminine here, touch, and I think this is great, especially in the male dominated mining scene here. I think we now see a little bit of a difference here for Hut 8 compared to others, and I think that could make a big difference. Because it's not always about numbers. I'm very number focused, but we know that it's also about emotions, especially in the short term. And yeah, I think it's good to be aware of both numbers and emotions. And I think Hut 8 is doing a great job here. I don't think it's overvalued or something like this. I think it maybe needs some sideways action here. We need, of course, Bitcoin to make a move above 50,000 and so on. And then there is a big future for Hut 8. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.